One UI 8.5 is already making headlines, even though Samsung hasn't officially released it yet. The update is expected to roll out sometime in 2026, but early test builds have leaked online for the Galaxy S25 Ultra. These early versions may be buggy and unfinished, but they already reveal a lot about Samsung's next big software update. And like always, there are some changes to love and a few that might divide opinions. Let's begin with one of the more controversial decisions. Samsung has removed the text labels under the icons in the bottom navigation bar of certain apps. For example, in the Gallery and Phone apps, you no longer see the words Gallery or Phone below their icons. Instead, it's just the icons alone. Now, for some users, this may not be a big deal, but for others, it could feel less intuitive. It almost feels like a change for the sake of change, and longtime Galaxy users might find it less user-friendly, but that's just one side of the story. One UI 8.5 also brings some exciting improvements that will likely please most users. One of the biggest upgrades is in the Quick Panel. Samsung has made this section far more customizable than before. You can move toggles, sliders, and even widgets anywhere you want. Both the brightness and volume sliders can be set to horizontal or vertical, depending on what feels better to you. And if you prefer a minimal look, you can strip the Quick Panel down to almost nothing. This level of flexibility is something Samsung fans have been asking for, and now it's finally here. The Gallery app is also getting a major redesign. Buttons are larger and easier to tap, and the top half of the screen now shows a preview of the latest photo or video in an album. In older versions, you would only see a plain background with the album name. This new preview design looks more modern and gives the Gallery app an iOS-like vibe. It makes the app feel fresh and lively, and honestly, it's a welcome change. The Camera app hasn't gone through any radical design changes, but Samsung has reorganized its settings in a much clearer way. Video recording options are now separated into more organized menus. You'll find dedicated toggles for things like HDR, audio, log formats, and even dual recording. Smaller features like watermark and motion photo settings have also been given more detail. While we don't see any groundbreaking new camera features yet, the app feels more polished and easier to navigate. Now let's talk about the Settings app. Here, Samsung has introduced smoother animations, bigger spacing, and rounder corners. These little touches make the entire interface feel more refined. The search bar has been moved to the bottom of the screen, making it easier to reach and encouraging users to actually use it. The battery section has also received a fresh new look. Instead of the classic battery icon in the status bar, you now only see the percentage. When the battery is low, the percentage turns red. If you enable power saving mode, the percentage transforms into a leaf icon. It's a small but interesting visual change. The charging animation, however, remains the same as in One UI 7. The My Files app is also being refreshed. The main page now highlights recent files and storage details with a glass-like blur effect, giving the app a more stylish look. Plus, the search bar has been moved to the bottom, making it easier to use with one hand. One fun addition in One UI 8.5 is the updated Android Easter egg. Instead of hiding it deep inside, Samsung has placed it right in the Settings Greater Than Software Update section. Here, you'll find a splash screen showing the One UI version, along with a button to check for updates. Extra options like auto-downloading updates over Wi-Fi are now tucked neatly under a More button at the top. Overall, One UI 8.5 feels more like a visual refresh than a feature-heavy update. The focus is clearly on design, usability, and customization. The revamped apps, smoother animations, and especially the customizable Quick Panel are the highlights. However, because this is still an early leaked build, not all rumored features are present. For example, the NFC-based file sharing and new AI tools like Meeting Assist or auto-generated reviews aren't included yet. These will probably show up in future builds before the official launch. Even in its unfinished state, One UI 8.5 shows a bold new direction for Samsung. Some decisions, like removing text labels, may be divisive, but overall the update looks promising. Samsung fans can expect a cleaner, more flexible, and more user-friendly experience when it officially rolls out in 2026. So, what's your take on these changes? Do you like the new design and customization options, or do you think Samsung is changing too much? One thing is certain, One UI 8.5 is shaping up to be one of the most exciting updates in Samsung's history.